What's up, co-counsels? I'm right on time. I'm right on time. All right, let us get into today's proceedings. This is the case of Georgia v. Nicholas Cassotis. Today it was hit or miss for me. I had a client meeting first thing in the morning, so I did miss a huge chunk of the proceedings today, and then I had case meetings, so I don't know that I lost time because I was working a real job, okay? But I was not able to tune in. I did catch the testimony. I caught the direct testimony of the decedent's mother. I got a glimpse of her father's direct. My volume was low though, because I listened to. I usually have this playing in the background on my phone, and the volume's usually pretty low. I don't always get what they're saying. Um, and I sent a message to Callie today about how frustrated I am with Doug Weinstein. Doug Weinstein cannot cross examine. Doug Weinstein does not know what he's doing. And then for a moment, I thought he had co counsel. I saw him at the podium with somebody, I don't know who. It might have been the prosecutor because the rest of the day he was by himself. But let's get into the proceedings. Let's see. First witness.
Forensic DNA analyst and biologist.
We don't have a lot of time,
And
though.
as a forensic DNA
Don't have a lot of
analyst and
time,
biologist,
so
how long were you employed in that capacity as of December 22?
Yep. I just want to get to cross.
22 years.
Had you always had that same title?
Okay,
Sample
let's get to cross.
I
from
did not.
CODIS? So nothing was in CODIS to compare her to?
Correct.
Okay. So ultimately, when you were able to get the known sample, is that when you were finally able to have confirmation of the remains?
That is correct.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Let's see what Doug has. She testified for about maybe 50 minutes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Doug Weinstein. I represent Mr. Cassotis in this case.
Okay, let's just quickly catch up, okay? Let's see what is being reported by local news. This is WTOC 11. Apparently, it's the Southeastern News Leader, whatever that means. Liberty County, Georgia. Is today day 2? No, this is day 3. Isn't today August 7th, though? I don't know. Today is August 7th. So why are they saying day 2? Hold on. I need to find an article. I don't know that I want it from Core TV, though. Maybe we do want it from Core TV. Maybe we do want it. Yeah, let's get to Core TV. Hold on. Let's listen to Doug a little bit, and then I'll read up on the Core TV recap.
We're talking about contact DNA or touch DNA. If I pick up a bottle of Coca-Cola and I drink it, will I leave DNA around that bottle?
Theoretically, yes.
Where would that DNA be found on the bottle?
It could be found around the rim where your mouth has contact and where you grasp the bottle to drink it.
Would any possibly be found inside the bottle as well?
It's possible.
Okay.
Everything.
What about with a Coke can? Would you find DNA around that Coke can as well?
Again, similarly, it would depend.
What's up, Benji?
Around the mouth area.
Hey, Brooklyn. What's up, guys? I'm on time today, okay? Brooklyn says, did you watch today? It was wild. What did I miss? I watched a few portions, could not really get into it because I was working. If you have a timestamp, let's get to the timestamp. But I wanna focus on cross-examination a little bit. So if you guys have timestamps, let me know, and we'll definitely get to those.
Where you take a drink and then where it's handled to pick up the can.
And you said that I guess the elements like water or rain could in some way impact the finding of DNA, correct?
Yes.
But it's still possible to find DNA on a bottle or a can that has been exposed to the weather, correct?
Sometimes, yes.
And even if it's exposed to rain, correct?
Sometimes, yes.
Sunlight, correct?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions.
Wait, what?
Just
Come on now, sir. Sir, listen. I have no words for Doug Weinstein. Doug Weinstein should not touch another criminal case again. If he's going to touch a criminal case, petty theft, I don't even know that he can be trusted with a jaywalking case. This is highly disappointing.
Could in some way impact the finding of DNA, correct?
Yes.
But is it still, it's still
Sure, this woman testified for close to 50 minutes, and you ask her 2 or 3 questions.
possible to find DNA on a bottle or a can that has been exposed to the weather, correct?
Sometimes.
I don't know,
yes.
maybe he's brought some juju in the courtroom with him. Maybe his roots somewhere in his pants or something along those lines, or in the sole of his shoes. I don't understand what Doug Weinstein is doing. I just, no. Listen, Lori Daybell Vallow, whatever her name is, Lori Vallow Daybell, she had far more extensive cross-examination than Doug Weinstein. And she's not even a lawyer.
And even if it's exposed to rain, correct?
Sometimes, yes.
Sunlight, correct?
Yes, sometimes.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions.
This is just.
is it also sometimes no?
Correct.
So you don't know unless you actually have it, is what it comes down to, right?
And we perform the test. Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know. Doug Weinstein is stressing me out.
Thank
Okay. Who's next? The prosecutor also doesn't know who's next. All right. Whoever is up next. Who's this? Who's that? Actually, this next person.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll let you step out while they set this up.
Right.
Something's going on. Hold on.
I do. Where is he seated?
Who's he?
Sitting right there, prosecution table.
I'm sorry. I need to go
And
back.
you acting as representative.
Who's he? I need to go to bed on time tonight, though, because I don't know. This case has a chokehold on me. I was tired. At least tomorrow's Friday, so yeah.
All right.
Come on. Who are these folks in the back, though? Are these his parents? Is that what's going on? Oh, I have a video edited. It's a very short video. I don't know. I think it's like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. It will go live. It's scheduled. So it will go live tomorrow around noon Eastern time. Okay. Brooklyn might not like it because it's about Donald Trump. Brooklyn might not like it. But you know, I'm out of control these days. So yeah. Okay, what's going on? Okay, can you take the stand?
My name is James Frost, also known by Jack Frost,
Okay,
Frost.
let's increase this. Who
With
are
the
you?
district attorney's office
Oh, DA's office?
as an investigator.
Oh, okay.
That's correct.
I need to tune this up. Use the mic.
For about 2.5, 3 years
What you
Prior
do
to
for that?
this position, where were you employed?
with Liberty County Sheriff's Office
In
You
what
get it with the
capacity?
law.
as an investigator.
How
Did you
long
give him
have
a
you
raise?
spent in law enforcement throughout your entire career?
Been in law enforcement for 25 years.
So let me direct your attention to Friday, December 2nd, 2022. Were you the on-call detective on that date?
I was.
And
Okay,
did you
let's
have
get to his
occasion
map.
to be dispatched to a particular
We
location?
had something.
Where was that?
It was off of Barrington Ferry Road on a dirt logging road.
Just to keep it simple, may the witness step down and publish these to the jury. You'll come down here, Detective Frost. We'll do it on both ends of the jury notes. I'm showing you first State's Exhibit number 210. Describe for the jury what this picture shows.
That's me standing off the area. This was
And that's the
left
other
here.
thing. How do they explain his vehicle being in the area? That just, I don't know. Casodas, I don't know. You should have gone with another lawyer.
There's where the
You should have done something
basically
else.
an improved trail,
Or represented
like a
yourself.
fire break that had been used several times for them to plant a food plot in. And that's the
Okay, let's
area of
get the
disturbed
cross.
dirt that is overturned and sitting on top of the pine straw.
All right, here's State's Exhibit 210B.
And this is the area of disturbed dirt where this dirt is on top of the pine straw and leaves. And right here in the middle, there's a root that has been cut on one end that's kind of pried up,
Okay,
sticking out of the
something's
ground.
happening. Something's happening.
And were you able to search for recalls using that unique VIN?
Yes, sir, I did.
And what was the result of your research?
The only recall I could locate was one for a rear bolt failure that would cause a vehicle to roll out apart.
Uh-oh.
And how recently did you perform that search?
Just last night.
Uh-oh.
Did you find any evidence of recalls for engine fires for that vehicle?
No, sir, I did not.
Uh-oh.
I think there's a matter we need to take up outside the presence of the jury briefly.
Okay, so we have a prosecutor that apparently follows procedure. These two are wondering what's going on. I'm also sick and tired of police breaks, but it's necessary. So, all right, what's going on?
All right, everyone, please be seated. Yes, sir, Mr. McComb.
So
Oh,
will be
this
simple.
is probably the moment when I tuned in and I actually thought Doug Weinstein had help, but it turned out this attorney here is for the prosecutor.
Than I anticipated.
What's this?
Mr. Hershey yesterday was asked about a vehicle recall. He was asked, are you familiar that in August of 2024, Ford recalled 85,000
I know somebody
Ford
looks
Explorer
great here.
SUVs for engine fires over the period of manufacture from 2020 to 2022. My intent was to tender this.
Okay, Brooklyn is saying 1:33 p.m. on Law and Crime local time on the right bottom of the screen. Green shirt is his father. And the woman behind Doug, okay, the mother, got it. Yeah, they look stressed out. Okay, so once we get through whatever this is, we will jump to 133.
It's exhibit number 2.52 that we obtained from the internet. I believe that's where the information came from. And it's my understanding that Mr. Weinstein will not object to me tendering this as an exhibit.
Just to clarify.
Why aren't you objecting? If you are arguing that your client's vehicle caught fire due to a recall, why are you not objecting?
I don't recall exactly where that information came from that I got yesterday, but I do not object to.
Weinstein, what the hell? What the freaking hell? What do you mean you don't recall where the information you got came from? Why don't you know that? Listen, this man should not touch another criminal case ever again.
The state tendering this exhibit.
All right, then, problem solved.
Yes,
All right, thank you.
thank you.
Where's the,
What the freaking hell?
yeah, if you would, go ahead and ask him to come back in.
What the? That's
That's
it?
what you need.
Let's get to Doug Weinstein's cross. Let's see what it does. What on earth? I just that was not voir dire, Brooklyn. That's not called voir dire. Voir dire is when you're asking questions of a witness or jurors. That was not voir dire. The car dealer. Yeah, here's my problem. If Doug Weinstein, if their defense is that the vehicle was destroyed because of a recall, it caught fire, and that's how the vehicle was destroyed, it's not arson. Then you better have actual freaking you better have something. You better have something, and you better have a witness to put on the stand. Because to claim or to tell the judge that you don't know where you got the information from, that is somebody that doesn't know what the heck they're doing. Okay, so what's the I don't know. Let's move on. Let's just move on. Okay, come on. Come on, people.
Please be seated. Counsel, you may continue.
While the jury is in the courtroom, the state will tender to exhibit 2.52.
Use the mic.
6.52, I understand there's no objection.
No objection.
All right, it's admitted without objection.
I'm showing this to you, Detective Frost, exhibit 2.52. Do you recognize that?
Yes, sir.
Where'd that come from?
It's a screenshot from my computer.
Okay.
Would you read the contents of that to the jury, please?
It's Ford Motor Company, August 16th routers. Ford Motor Company is recalling about 85,000 Explorer SUVs equipped with a police interceptor utility package over concerns of an engine fire, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said Friday. In the event of a motor failure, oil and fuel may be released into the engine compartment and accumulate near ignition sources, possibly resulting in fire, the regulator said. There's also a blurb for stay up to date, latest news trends. That's just routers. The recall affects SUVs from model years
All right,
20.
you're taking too long. Can we get to cross? Let's get to
The purchase
to the bill of sale.
hybrid engine.
what time
Yes,
is
sir,
it?
did
9:18. Is this cross?
My name's Doug Weinstein. I represent Mr. Casotis,
Yes, sir.
as I'm sure you well know.
Dude.
So I understand that you are employed by the folks at this table, right? You're
Right.
employed by the DA's office right now,
That is correct, sir.
but you formerly were with the Liberty County Sheriff's Office.
That is correct, sir.
At the time you were doing this investigation, were you with the Liberty County Sheriff's Office then?
I was.
And then
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I'll let you finish the question,
Yes, sir, I was.
finish the answer. And then you subsequently became employed with the DA's office, which is where you're working right now, correct?
That is correct, sir.
All right.
Okay, what are you getting at? Don't ask Lori valid
ask
legal
you
questions. What's the
About
point you're making?
that Milwaukee knife that you found at the scene. Now, you mentioned Mr. Casotis purchasing a Milwaukee knife at Home Depot, correct?
That's correct.
And it was the same model knife,
Oh, so
right?
that's a test.
Correct.
But you have no way of knowing if that is the same knife, correct?
That is correct.
As far as you know, it could be a completely different knife.
That is correct.
And because of a previous investigation, I guess you'd been a part of, you went to Home Depot looking for that Milwaukee knife, correct?
That is correct.
Did you go to City Electric Supply looking for that knife?
No, sir, I did not.
Did you go to Savannah Rubber Conveyor looking for that knife?
No, sir, I did not.
Did you go to Ferguson Enterprises to look for that knife?
No, sir, I did not.
Did you go to Whitecap to look for that knife?
No, sir, I did not.
What about LGG Industrial?
No, sir, I did not.
Sir,
Savannah Wire and Electric?
I don't have time for this.
Calibration? Did you go to Sandpiper Supply?
Sir, I really don't have time for
Baker
Doug Weinstein.
Distributing?
No, sir, I did not.
U.S. Tool Group and Garden?
Yeah, I don't know. This is not cross-examination. Not one bit. Let's see. Okay, I tuned in very late for this witness. I ended up taking a screenshot. I guess she must have been on the stand for quite some time though, because I don't know that I took the screenshot around this time. Towards the very end, I found out that she was the
Baishnvi,
Airbnb owner.
Khare,
At least she managed it.
How do you spell that?
Khare.
Did you have a different last name a
Yes.
while ago?
I just got divorced.
I was
a few
about
months
to.
ago.
I was about to say, did you get married or did you get divorced? What's going on? Okay.
So
Well,
it was Hansen,
Spell Hanson.
Hansen.
I don't like this
And-
quality.
Do you live in this area?
Which
Yes, sir.
area?
Where do you live?
I'm currently staying in Tybee Island, Georgia.
Do
Where's
you
that?
operate an Airbnb business or did you?
Yes.
When did you operate that business?
I started in July 2021.
I'm
Do you own
terrified of seeing
property in Chatham
Airbnb.
County?
Yes.
Related
Give me
to
a
that
hotel
business?
room.
Yes.
Where do you own that property?
I have one in Savannah and one in Tybee Island.
What about the one
The
in
island.
Savannah? Where is it located?
Hold on.
The address is 311
Let's
East
try and
65th
get
Street.
to cross. Let's get cross. All right, come on. Where's Tybee Island? Now I have to look all that stuff up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Doug Weinstein. I represent Mr. Casotis in this case. And I'm sorry that I did not catch this. Is your last name no longer Hansen?
Correct.
What's your last name presently?
Khare, Khare.
Kari?
Yes.
Am I saying that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ms. Kari, do you recall being interviewed by agents
Yes.
in I think May of 2023?
Yes.
And during that interview, you told the agents that Mr. Casotis never bothered you, correct?
Yeah.
You told the agents that Mr. Casotis was a good tenant.
Correct.
You told the agent that you had no issues with payments from Mr. Casotis.
Correct.
How long did they stay? I suppose it
That
would have
is-
helped if I listened to direct, but how long did they lease out this Airbnb?
Casotis always paid on time.
Correct.
You told agents that he was a very good tenant.
Mhm.
And you told agents that he was very professional, correct?
Correct.
In addition, you told the agents that when you got the home back from Mr. Casotis, and I guess you inspected it. Do you normally inspect when you get a home back?
Yes.
So did you do an inspection this time
Yes.
with regard to Mr. Casotis leaving the Airbnb?
Yes.
You said that there was no overpowering smell of bleach. You recall saying that?
Yes.
And also that there was no smell of cleaners, correct?
Yes.
You also told the agents there were no stains on fabrics, right?
Mhm.
Or on furniture.
Mhm.
You also mentioned something else that didn't come up in the direct exam today. Did you notice that the lock on the front door was completely broken?
I don't remember.
Do you recall telling them that the lock on the front door was completely broken?
I don't remember that now.
Give her a statement,
Okay.
refresh her recollection. Ask her. Sir, ask her if her seeing her statement or listening to her testimony will refresh her recollection, because you want that in the testimony, or you want it in the record. Okay, he's grabbing something. So you're going to find the statement. Doug, don't move on to anything else.
Regarding the rug being replaced.
So, refresh her recollection. It is very simple. My goodness. Doug should not touch another criminal case ever again. Not one.
Can I ask you about that?
What?
Regarding the rug being replaced. Can I ask you about that? When you have tenants, and
What
how
do you
long-
mean, can you ask her
regarding-
about that? You are the lawyer. Just ask her the questions. I don't know why you're not refreshing her recollection. Do something.
regarding the rug being replaced. Can I ask you about that? When you have tenants, and how long have you had Airbnbs?
So I had
You just started?
this one, and then before that, I took a break because I had a baby. So
How long,
I
ma'am?
had before that in Hawaii. So I don't know.
How long?
Like 10 years.
10 years?
Sometimes do items in the Airbnbs go missing?
Correct.
Sometimes are they damaged?
Yes.
Occasionally will a tenant damage something and replace it with something else?
Was the carpet damaged?
No.
What are you getting at?
Not usually.
But occasionally there are things that are damaged within the Airbnbs, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
This man should not touch another criminal case ever again in his life. He should have gotten co-counsel on this case. Doug Weinstein is not qualified to represent a criminal defendant by himself. It's very obvious.
Anything else? No. All right. Thank you, ma'am. You are.
Unless he's asking questions for the sake of asking questions, what exactly was the significance of a broken lock on this Airbnb? This man is stressing me out. Let's move on. Who's the next? I mean, should not touch another. Who's this?
I did.
Okay, who's she? Who is she? Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
I just wanted to check. Can you please tell the court reporter your full name and how you spell it?
My name is Tara Ransom. That's spelled Tara-Ransom.
Ms. Ransom, there have been some other representatives from the crime laboratory who have already testified. So I'm
Okay.
going to try to not do the same questions.
Okay, so crime lab, let's just fast forward to Cross. Okay, she's on the stand for quite some time. What's going on? Hold on, something's going on. We have something going on. All right, Benji just got home from work. That's what's up. What do you have, Benji? When I was in Boston, when my family and I were in Boston, I ended up at some place, I don't remember, somewhere. They do not sell Corona Extra, which is very, very disappointing. But I had Modelo. And when I was drinking Modelo, I actually thought of you. So, yeah, that's the story. Brooklyn says establishing that someone else is the motive and not him. Lock was broken and somebody else could have stolen the rug. Yeah, but he did not get that evidence in. That's the problem. If he has a statement from this witness, and this witness has previously told law enforcement that the lock was broken, then when she said that she couldn't remember, he should have refreshed her recollection. He could have gone about that a number of ways. Right now, the jury is stuck with a response that she doesn't remember. So that's why this man is not qualified to defend a criminal defendant by himself. Oh my, he's like, uh, no offense to like baby attorneys, a first year, shout out to all public defenders. Public defenders actually do get extensive training, but first year criminal defense lawyers, that is what Doug Weinstein is. He does not know what the hell he's doing. Not one bit.
I'm going to turn it just so that the jury can see.
And
as well.
that's basic information. That is like rules of evidence 101.
You need to reposition by all means. Are there
He is charged with, not even he. He is charged with the task of representing a criminal defendant that looks visibly guilty, okay? And he needs to push back on that. He has to challenge the prosecution's evidence. He's not doing that. And that is not the job of a criminal defense lawyer. From what it looks like, he appears to be an extension of the prosecution. That is not how you defend a criminal defendant. The man has no business being a criminal defense lawyer. I'm sorry.
notes on here as to the exhibits?
Yes.
Listen, the whole smiling, whatever, trying to appear likable, that shit is not gonna cut it. Not one bit.
Evidence is submitted to the lab.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he has some roots, hoodoo, something in his pants, something in the sole of his shoes. Maybe he planted something outside the courtroom. But he's doing a terrible job. Doug Weinstein is doing a terrible job. He pretty much makes, what's her name again? Lori Vallow Daybell. He makes her look like a pro, because Lori had a few good questions and she's not even trained. But this man, I don't know. He needs to go back to, I don't know, what was he doing before? Was he a tax attorney? Whatever he was doing before that, that's what he needs to go do.
It's item to be identified with the agency case number,
Let me
and
take you-
You tested, they in fact, to 1.6.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, he's
To
just
1.6.
yes, these are the items that I tested.
Okay, and in the form of testing, you referenced a swab, is that correct?
Correct.
And did you swab these specific totes?
Yes.
I'm going to pull out 1.5. Would it be fair to say that this is the black tote?
Yes.
And the other box then, is that the gray tote?
Yes.
Okay. And when you swabbed it, can you tell the jury exactly what you would physically do to go about doing that?
So in this case, I took out the item, I examined the item for the presence of any of that observed reddish brown staining, which I did see. I then took a swabbing of that staining, tested it for blood using those two chemicals. It indicated the presence of blood. It had also been requested that there be contact DNA testing performed,
Okay.
as well as latent print examinations. So I swabbed the handles of the tote, trying to get the general palm area where somebody's might be pressed up against it, while avoiding any areas that latent prints might find useful.
Okay. Is there a possibility of problems if you go out of sequence in terms of who tests what first?
Yes.
So is there a preferred procedure, meaning DNA first or fingerprint first?
Serological examination, so any of your biological fluids are tested prior to sending it to latent prints.
And why would that be?
Some of the chemicals and testing that latent prints uses in their examinations can interfere with our testing.
And is that the procedure that was followed here?
Yes.
Do you see that latent print? I mean, I know you don't do latent print analysis, but do you see that latent print dust on the exterior of this exhibit?
Yes, that's what that would appear to be.
That was not present when you did your testing, correct?
Correct.
So that would have come subsequent to your analysis?
Correct.
Okay, I thank you.
Okay,
Now,
so there's a
you-
print on there that shouldn't be there. It's
Try and put this back.
they're crossing. They're crossing their T's. Okay, what else do you have?
Just so we're clear, there had been some prior testing.
Get to cross. We need to get to 133.
Weinstein? Thank you.
All right, come on.
Good morning,
Good
Ms.
morning.
Ransom. I'm assuming it's still morning. I didn't check before I came up here. My name is Doug Weinstein. I represent Mr. Casotis in this case. Well, hello to you too. I just have a few questions for you. Regarding State's Exhibit 1.24, that is your June 26th report, your DNA analysis. There was a discussion
I don't have time for this. But he said a discussion. Hold on.
regarding, with the state, regarding that 2 individuals' DNA profiles were found.
Okay. All right. So we saw that coming, and we saw that coming because the prosecutor asked a question. Let's see. 133? Nope. 133? Nope. 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 Okay, so there should be 133. Is this the drama, Brooklyn, if you're still here? Let's see. 133. Where's the drama, Brooklyn? That's what I'd like to know. I watched a bit of this testimony. Not everything. I don't quite know her name. Something. I think she worked for a law firm or something. She moved in. She was let go. She moved in with one of her kids,
Good afternoon.
a middle
If you would
child.
Please raise your right hand and face the clerk.
Okay.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do.
Thank you, and please have a seat.
All right.
If you can sit where you're close enough to that microphone, that will
Okay.
Thank
make
you,
you
Your
see.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The judge told you, if you can just stay close to the microphone, it'll keep your voice nice and loud, okay? Can you please tell us your full name and spell it for the court reporter?
Betsy Longwell Madden, last name is, this is Mary, E as a boy, A-N-E.
Do you work for a living?
I do.
What do you do?
I'm a legal assistant at Turner Paget Law Firm in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay. How long have you been doing that for a living?
A million years? No, probably like, then everyone will know how old I am, like 50 years.
Okay. Quite
This
some
is
time.
one thing. Never mind. Let's move on.
Yes.
Let us move
Okay. Has
on.
that always been what you did?
Except for a very short insurance stint.
Okay. Did you work for different companies though?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
And are you married?
I am
What's your husband's name?
Frank Mebane III.
And how long have you two been married?
47 years.
Okay. And in that time, did you and he have any children?
We did. We have 3 children.
And who are they?
Mindy and Frank IV and Matthew.
Okay. Can you tell us in order who's the oldest to youngest?
Yes, Mindy's the oldest, and Frank IV is the middle child, and Matthew's our surprise.
Okay.
Okay. How old is Matthew?
He's 21.
And Frank?
And this
the
is
fourth?
really, you guys know that I've primarily been interested in hearing from the Airbnb owner. I'll have to listen to that direct in the morning. But most importantly, I really wanted to hear from the parents because I'm curious to find out um, what the defendant may have told them about their daughter's whereabouts.
40.
And how old was Mindy when she passed?
She was 40.
Okay. So that's about 3 years ago now, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Is Frank the fourth married?
He is.
What's his wife's name?
Megan Beckmeyer Mebin.
Okay. And what about Mindy? Was she married?
She was.
Who was she married to?
Nicholas Casotis.
And did he have any other name that he went by when you knew him?
He started using the last name Stark.
So he went by Nicholas Stark at some point as well?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see him in the courtroom here today?
I do.
Can you point out where he's at?
Over there.
If the record can reflect, Your Honor, she is pointed at the defendant.
Anna, let's go back a little bit. I just want to
Can
see
you point
his
out where he's
reaction.
at?
Over there.
If the record can reflect, Your Honor, she is pointed at the defendant.
Some nerves right there.
When did you first meet Mr. Casotis?
One of those in-laws had met before, I suppose, so they got married.
Let's see. They got married in 2016. That was probably maybe the end of 2014, maybe.
Okay. And do you know how they met?
Yes, I believe they met on an online dating service. I just remember Romeo something. I don't remember the whole name.
Okay. And as a result, did they ultimately get married?
Yes, they did.
And I believe you just said that was in approximately 2016?
Yes.
When they got married in 2016, where was the wedding?
It was at Marvin Park outside. It was
Where's
maybe
that?
20 miles or so from
Georgia?
Alexandria, Virginia,
Oh.
outside of DC.
Okay. And do you know where they were living at the time?
Alexandria, Virginia.
So they were living in Virginia itself?
Yes.
Okay. And at that point, was Mindy working?
She was.
Do you know what she was doing for a living?
She worked at a law firm in DC, and then she wanted to try the nonprofit route. So she went in and worked for several nonprofits. And I believe her last job was in the plastics industry,
Okay.
working for them, trying to help them be able to keep plastic bags in stores and stuff.
Okay. What kind of education did Mindy have?
She finished her high school. She had a college degree, and then she also had her master's, I think it was.
And in that time that she provided those different jobs you just described, was that all in the DC or Virginia, DC area?
She went to college in Savannah at Armstrong.
Okay.
And then when she moved to DC, that's when she got her further degree at Virginia Tech, I believe it was.
Okay. Is that where she met Mr. Casotis up by Virginia?
Yes, when she was living there, yes.
Okay. Do you know what Mr. Casotis was doing when they first met?
He was working as a JAG at the Pentagon.
And when you say a JAG, can you tell us, what did you think that meant?
He's a lawyer,
Okay.
working for the Pentagon in the Navy.
Oh, the
Okay.
Pentagon.
So you knew he was a member of the Navy as an office, as a judge advocate general. Is that what that means?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
What are you saying? Yes to
Do you
Brooklyn? I
know
don't remember.
exactly, or did you know exactly what his job description
Okay,
was?
so
What type
this
of work?
is okay. Got it. So this is the drama. Brooklyn saying that she is a character, had no relationship with her daughter. What do you mean by character? What did she do or not do? The parents were living with Nicholas and Mindy in the Airbnb. I thought, okay, all right.
Did you know?
Let's get into it.
I know he had something to do with foreign
Oh, what
affairs.
happened?
Well, I think he had something
Do you
Did
know
I
what
do
his
that?
foreign affairs.
okay? If you know, did you know what his title or rank was?
I do not.
Okay. So when he was working at that time, you said he was working at the Pentagon. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And that was with the Navy, you said, right?
Yes,
Do you know how long he had been with them? Only if you know.
I don't.
Okay. But he was there when him and Mindy met?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you said that they were married, and that was outside of, I think you said Morven, is that right?
It was a place called Morven Park out. It was a few miles from Alexandria.
Okay. Were you present for their wedding?
Yes.
And when was that, if you recall?
I believe it was October 2016.
Okay. And at that time, was it a big wedding?
No, I wouldn't say it was a big wedding, a decent sized wedding, but it also happened in concert with Hurricane Matthew. So there were a lot of people who couldn't come because of hurricanes.
Okay.
As a result of that wedding, did you have an opportunity to meet some of Mr. Casotis' family?
Yes.
And did you know them before then?
I believe we had met before the wedding.
Okay. Did Mindy's friends come to the wedding?
Yes, they did.
Did you know some of them from before the wedding?
Absolutely.
Did you stay in touch with any of them after the wedding?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Would it be fair to say that you knew Mindy's closest friends?
Yes.
For example, do you know Angela Wynn?
I do.
And who was she in reference to the wedding itself?
She was Mindy's matron of honor.
Okay.
And were there
What's
bridesmaids
the
at the wedding
relevance
as well?
of these?
There were.
Did you know any of them?
Yes. At least one of her friends from high school days and
Okay.
several others.
Okay. And did you communicate with them, meaning her friends, ever as a result of your interaction with Mindy? And what I mean by that is because they were Mindy's friends, did you ever have communications with them too?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you stay in touch with some of those women now?
I do.
You indicated that there were people from Mr. Casotis' family present. Do you recall who was there
Are you talking about at the wedding?
at the wedding?
His mother and father and his brother.
Okay. Do you see any of them here today?
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Can you please just point out where
There's
they
the
are?
identification.
Over behind the defense table.
And who of them is present?
Nick's parents are here. I haven't seen his brother in a while, so I think that's his brother over there also.
Okay. And with respect to that, do you know if Mr. Casotis had been married before he married Mindy?
Yes, I believe he was.
Okay. Do you know how many times he had been married before he met Mindy?
Only one that I know about.
Okay. Did you know her name?
No, because I hate to say that. My daughter would just say she who will not be named.
Okay.
She never really, I didn't know her name.
Okay. But you just knew that he had
Yes.
previously been married.
Yes.
Okay. Did Mr. and
Won't they
Mr.
still be
Casotis and
talking
your
about
daughter have
this?
children?
What's the question?
Did Mr. Casotis and your daughter have children?
Did they have children? No.
During the course of the time that they were
How long
married, do you know if they tried to have children?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Well, we were told that Mindy was pregnant, so
Okay, shows on the
Do you know
side.
if she had had any miscarriages during the course of their marriage?
Let's see, what are the
I think
comments
she
saying?
had one several years before she died, but
Okay. And so it was your understanding that while she was last alive, she was pregnant.
yes.
Did they give you an idea? And I say they, I mean, did your daughter specifically tell you when she was due?
She didn't specifically tell me. Mr. Casotis told us
When did he tell you she was due?
January 8th.
January 8th of 2023.
3.
Did they tell you, did he tell you whether it was a boy or a girl?
I believe he said it was a girl.
Girl.
Can you tell us, how was their marriage between 2016 and 2018? Were there any problems?
Objection calls for speculation.
If she knows.
Do you know, ma'am?
I thought they had a good marriage.
So there didn't seem to be any problems, was merely my question. My apologies if that was inartful. Did there come a time when something occurred to make you believe that there was a change in their marriage condition?
Yes, when they actually were sort of hiding out because we were told they feared for their lives.
Who told you that?
Mindy and Nick.
Okay. Did they give you any specifics about why they were fearful of their lives?
Yes, first we were told they'd been hacked. Then we were told another story about Nick was supposed to be working for Microsoft and he had taken on work for some smaller company underneath Microsoft.
All right, ma'am, I don't have all day. Let's go. Let's just get somewhere a little bit.
You went in for the hip surgery, you said on November 30th.
Did somebody win?
I picked him up and
You picked who up?
And when he went to St. Joseph's Candler, did he stay overnight?
he did.
Where did you stay?
I stayed in the hospital till about 9 or 10, and then I came back and stayed at the house.
Dang,
That's the house
what's
in
up,
Savannah?
Jason?
Yes.
I missed some stuff in here. How you doing? Brooklyn says, what do you think? What do you think? Is he innocent? JW, I know what JW is. Your thoughts? Brooklyn said, Jason, what do you think? Brooklyn says he is 99.99% guilty. Brooklyn says Doug is trying to poke holes in their case. Brooklyn, I don't have to read you guys' stuff out loud. You know what you said.
With Mr.
Oh.
Casotis.
Okay.
Let's see.
Was Mr. Casotis there at the time?
Yes.
How did Mr. Frank get back from the hospital?
I picked him up and brought him home, and Mr. Casotis
Wait, why was he in the hospital? I guess this is why I shouldn't be skipping. I need to go back just a little bit. What was he doing?
had a hip operation.
Come to the house to treat.
They were doing testing. I didn't know where.
Testing on
I mean, we were in Savannah, so we thought it was probably the base close to Savannah. So
Okay.
Base? Wasn't he working for Microsoft? Why would he still? I don't know. I don't know.
Did a doctor ever come to the house to treat her while you were there?
I believe that Nick told us that a doctor came, but I never saw anyone.
Okay. Now you said Sunday you came back and Monday you went to work.
Yes, ma'am.
Was there anything else about that week that was important that you remember?
My husband Frank had a hip
Oh, it's the
operation
husband.
on
Got it.
that Wednesday, and he stayed overnight in the hospital and then came home Thursday around noon,
Do you remember the date that he went in that
No.
Wednesday?
November 30th.
Okay. And was that what hospital?
St. Joseph's Candler.
Okay. And when he went to St. Joseph's Candler, did he stay overnight?
He did.
Where did you stay?
I stayed in the hospital till about 9 or 10, and then I came back and stayed at the house.
And that's the house in Savannah?
Yes, with Mr. Casotis.
Okay. Was Mr. Casotis there at the time?
Yes.
How did Mr. Frank get back from the hospital?
I picked him up and brought him home, and Mr. Casotis helped me. There were like 3 steps out in the front, and so he helped me get him up the steps after his operation and into the house, and told me to go back to work. He would handle it. He'd take care of him. So,
Okay. So
Wait,
he went
what?
in for the hip surgery.
operation and into the house, and told me to go back to work. He would handle it. He'd take care of him. So,
Okay. So he went in for the hip surgery, you said on November 30th. What day did you pick him up?
December 1st.
And that would have been then the Thursday?
Yes.
Okay. So November 30th, you went in. December 1st, you came and picked him up. And do you recall what time you went to pick him up on December 1st?
I think he got out maybe around 11:30, maybe 11:30.
So it was still in the earlier part of the day?
Yes.
And when Mr. Casotis offered to look after him, what did you do?
I went on to work since he said he would, he said, I'll keep an eye on him. I'll help him. I'll do whatever he needs. You go on back to work.
Okay.
So I went on, to work.
How long did you stay at work that day?
I think I left around 5:30,
Okay. Where'd you go after you left work?
straight back to the house.
Okay. And when you went back to the house, who did you find at the house?
Just my husband.
So he was alone in the house at that
Yes.
point. Did you know where Mr. Casotis was?
No, not really.
Okay. Did he
What do you mean
eventually
not
come
really?
home?
He did. He came home shortly after I got back.
Can you tell the jury what happened when he got home?
Yes, I heard him come in the door, so I came bouncing out and I was like, hey, how's Mindy doing? And
Yeah, I
And-
should not have skipped some of this because where is Mindy at this time? Is she supposed to be in a hospital?
he just started bawling, crying hysterically.
Okay.
And talking, and I really couldn't even understand much of what he said. So I said, please come out and sit in the living room, the den or whatever, and tell us what's wrong. And so that's when, all I could really understand was she's not coming home. So,
Okay.
Is that
and
when
he meant Mindy.
What date was this?
Is that when he told you?
Yes.
I
When
don't
he
know.
said,
Nick Casotis Stark. I have not. I don't know. The story is not lining up.
that she's not coming home, did you understand what he meant when he first said it?
No, not really. The way he was crying, I figured it was not good.
Okay.
So,
Did he eventually tell you she died?
yes. And he did not know he didn't know exactly what had happened.
I don't know. Hold on. Pause. I hope this cross examination is worth something because. Hold on. What's Brooklyn talking about? Oh, he never worked for anybody. I thought they said the man is a what's his name? What's his name again? Doug Weinstein said his client is a lawyer, and the prosecutor referred to him as a prosecutor. So, I don't know. I don't.
He said he'd been texting her all morning and she didn't answer, so he thought she was sleeping.
Okay.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Thought she was what had happened. Yes. And he did not know he didn't know exactly what had happened. He said he'd been texting her all morning and she didn't answer, so he thought she was sleeping.
Okay.
Sleeping where? Where is she sleeping? Where's Mindy? Or where's
At
she
that
supposed to
point,
be at
when
this
he
time?
told you that she had died, did you have an opportunity?
Excuse me just a minute.
Take your time.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Do you need a minute?
No, it's not okay. Okay, her reactions.
Okay.
I don't know.
Was Mr.
Casotis,
Frank with you? when he told you?
McIntyre.
Yes.
Okay. So it was the three of you in the room?
Yes.
Was there anyone else there?
Just Rusty.
Okay.
It was Rusty.
And at that point, you said that he didn't have any idea how or why she died.
That's what he said.
Where did
He
she
said he
die?
was going the next day and they were going to talk to him and tell him what
Okay,
happened.
so why aren't you following this man? Isn't this your baby? So, Alexa, stop. I just what I don't know. It's not making sense.
At that point, did he tell you what hospital?
It's not making sense.
No,
You need to
Did
be
he tell
putting
you-
on your shoes and getting ready to go.
Her doctor's name?
no.
Okay, somebody's shaking her head. She's like, Anyways, let's move on. That's not medical.
Were you able to see her body?
No.
Did you
Woman.
ask why?
Um,
You call a hospital?
no. We talked about having a service or something after the first of the year, but with her being married to him, we thought that was his responsibility.
I'm sorry. No. I don't know. I don't know. This stuff is not adding up. Oh, I don't. Or maybe that's nah. That is not how it's supposed to work. I was about to give her the benefit of the doubt and say maybe that's how it works when you marry off your kid, but that is not how it works. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
We weren't going to
Alexa,
say,
stop.
hey, we want to take care of the body when she's married to him. So we
What?
thought he was going to handle it.
And did you believe that he would take care of that?
Yes.
I'm surprised this man did not bring them ashes. Okay, and he does enjoy the presumption of innocence, but based on the testimony of the decedent's mother, I just I don't know. Mm-mm.
Did he indicate to you whether or not there would be a funeral service of some sort?
When we talked about it, he said it would be after the first of the year. Maybe we'd have some type of memorial service. And we said, okay.
That's your baby. What the hell?
Did that ever happen?
No.
If this is in fact true, if this man did in fact engage in the conduct that is being alleged here, then this man could very well have conned people out of money, or at least his in-laws. Okay,
Did
so
Mr.
Rusty's
Casotas
a
ever
dog.
tell you that she was mistakenly cremated?
No.
I
Did
don't
he
know.
ever have a death certificate for
That
her?
would have been a better,
Not that I saw.
I don't know, cover up.
Did he ever show you any medical paperwork concerning?
No.
Did you ask for any paperwork? Did you
So it
call
was
a
your
hospital?
understanding that at the time of her death, she was at the hospital, correct?
Yes.
You're
And
late.
then when he went back to the hospital, he told us that she was in her room and she needed to go to the bathroom. So the nurses
Wait,
unhooked
what?
her. She went back.
That at the time of her death, she was at the hospital, correct?
Yes. And then when he went back to the hospital, he told us that
When he went back after she's already dead, where's the story? What's going on here?
she was in her room and she needed to go to the bathroom. So the nurses unhooked her from all of her equipment and she went to the bathroom and then the nurse got called away and she went back and got into bed and had a stroke.
What?
And there was no one there. I mean, she wasn't hooked up. So that's supposedly what happened to her.
I don't know.
Did you ever see paperwork from him suing the hospital?
No.
To your knowledge, did he, as an attorney, then sue the hospital for leaving his wife unattended to die from a stroke?
Not that I know of.
Did you sue? I just what?
He was a lawyer at that point, correct?
Yes.
With no documentation of any sort that he provided you?
No, no documentation.
My head is literally spinning.
Did you believe
I
him
heard.
then?
Yes, I did.
That's like she did.
How does that make you feel in hindsight?
Afraid.
Stupid, naive, trusting.
Did you
I don't
trust him?
trust people.
Yes, we did.
She more than trusted that man.
Can you tell the jury what happened in the days after Mr. Casotas told you that Mindy died?
On Monday, following when we were told she died the Thursday before, he told us that arrangements had been made for us.
What?
That they had rented us a condo in Hilton Head, and that he was going to, we were going to separate. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. We were going to, we all started packing, except Frank couldn't really do anything because he had had that hip operation. So Mr. Casotis and I packed everything up in the house, and then on Tuesday, we went to Hilton Head, and he went along with us in his car.
Is that a city?
So on the Thursday, you get notified that your daughter has passed. And on the Monday, he tells you pack up, we're moving.
Yes.
And was it your understanding he was staying with you and Frank still?
No, he was going to go his own way.
And who was going to pay for your new place?
Security, Mr. Casotis, I'm not sure.
Okay.
That
She's
really
shaking
wasn't
her head.
made
Something's
clear,
going on.
so,
But he
Who is
advised
she?
you that someone would pay for it and you didn't have to.
yes.
Okay. Well, let me back up for just one moment.
I don't know. There's a lot going
How
on.
many cars left Savannah?
2.
Which 2 vehicles?
Our car and Mr. Casotis's car.
Which car were you in?
I was driving our car.
And that would be
Because-
Matthew's old car?
No, that was our car.
You had another car?
Yes.
Okay. So you were in the car driving to Hilton Head with whom?
My husband.
Okay. Where was Mr. Casotis?
He had his own car, and we went together, caravanned or whatever.
Okay. But you never got in his car?
Only after we had finished packing to say goodbye to Rusty.
Okay. And where was that, in Savannah or somewhere
Hilton
else?
Head.
Okay. So when you got to Hilton Head, where was, you said he was in the vehicle, Rusty?
Yes.
Okay. And you said goodbye to Rusty at the vehicle?
Yes.
Now, other than that, you didn't ride in the car to Hilton Head?
No, ma'am.
How far was the drive approximately from Savannah to up to Hilton Head? Do you recall?
Probably close to an hour.
Okay. And when you got to Hilton Head, can you describe what kind of a community or housing arrangements had been made for you and your husband?
Yes, we were staying at Hilton Head Beach and Tennis Club, which has gated security, and you have to have a pass to get
Okay.
in and out. To get in.
Okay. And you said there was a pass. It was like a gate.
So what about the memorial, a funeral, a service, everything else? What?
Okay. Was there an attendant or was it just a physical gate?
No, there's an attendant.
I don't know.
Okay. And did Mr. Casotis come with you to that location?
Yes, he did.
When you got to that location, did you have an opportunity to say goodbye to him or did he
Yes,
stay?
he helped us bring stuff, some stuff into the house, and then we all said goodbye.
When he left Hilton Head, did you expect to see him again?
Yes, we did.
Did you ever?
No.
He just, oh, okay.
Did you find out what happened to Mr. Casotis after you were left at that location in Hilton Head, you and Mr. Frank?
In February, we were notified by his security team that
Security team?
he had been in a car accident and wasn't in very good shape. And we asked if we would be allowed to come and see him. And
Security team?
Were you allowed to?
no.
Ultimately,
I suppose these folks thought that they thought that their son-in-law is some really important big shot individual, because
was that communication over the phone, in person?
That was an email communication.
So you got an email notification from the security team that he had been in a terrible car accident.
Yes.
Was there any follow-up communication from the
I
security
don't
team
know.
concerning his condition?
What?
Yes, I believe it was several weeks later we were told that unfortunately he had died.
What?
Was that
No,
also by-
no freaking way. No freaking way. these folks are gonna need to bring in, these folks being the prosecution, they need to bring a tech person. They're gonna have to bring in a tech person. What on earth? No freaking way. I was not expecting that. Because Sodas is dead.
The security team concerning his condition?
Yes, I believe it was several weeks later, we were told that unfortunately he had died.
What?
Was that also by email?
Yes, it was.
So the security team, did you know what agency or like what that was related to?
Why?
Are you talking about like who the email came from?
No, I mean, who this,
Or
I'm sorry. This case is a little too crazy for me. Like, I thought the facts in Lori Daybell Vallo were crazy, or Vallo Daybell, whatever her last name is. But the facts in this case are very twisted. What on earth?
security team was specifically? Did he ever tell you, was that a government agency, a private agency?
no, we weren't told specifically.
Okay. And when you received those emails, did they come to your email?
Yes,
Did you preserve them and save them?
I did.
And at that point, did you believe that Mr. Casotis had passed
What?
away and died?
I absolutely did.
Okay. Did you have
Casotis.
communications with
Did
any
you
of their
search his name up? I don't know. What? To see if there's an obituary? Did you?
friends and family concerning his death? Or was it with
Um,
them? Sorry.
Well,
One sec, let me rephrase that.
yes, ma'am.
Did you speak to anybody that you knew about his passing?
We called Cameron and her husband and told them,
Brothers.
or his friend Cameron, that they were both in their wedding.
Okay. And you told Cameron that Mr. Casotis
Objection
had
hearsay.
died in the car accident?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also convey that to Miss Wynn, Angela Wynn?
I believe so.
Okay.
Did you talk to his
And
parents?
during the course of that, did you believe he was dead at that point?
Yes.
This is twisted.
So
What on earth?
we were already grieving for Mindy, and then we were grieving for him. So.
Wow.
Did law enforcement ever come to talk to you about?
I need to see this cross-examination.
Yes. It was in early May, I believe it was. And it was sometime after lunch, and I was going to walk over to Starbucks to get a coffee, and my friend Toby called me and asked me where I was and said, "Get back here. The GBI is here to see you."
Okay.
So I walked straight back to the office, and Mr. Sands and his partner came in the conference room, and we started talking about
Okay. What?
Mindy.
Did you believe that Agent Sands was actually a member of the GBI?
He thought it was McIntyre, or she thought it was
Yes.
McIntyre?
Then I did. Somebody had actually called us, and I don't know if it was Agent Sands, but I checked, like Googled him and stuff. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a scam or something.
Were you concerned considering all of the information that you had heard over the last couple of years?
Yes.
Did you doubt that he might be with the GBI?
Not when he came to see me, but I did on the call, so.
Okay, so you got a call first and then they came to see you?
Yes.
Okay.
Did they just show up? You need to
Did
make an
you
appointment.
reach out to anybody when you first got the call to verify who Agent Sands was? When I mean by email, did you communicate with anybody concerning Agent Sands?
Not that I remember.
Okay. I'm going to show you some exhibits, if I may, Your Honor.
There we go. That's how you
That's what I'm
refresh
referring to.
people's recollection. Doug Weinstein, I don't know what the hell Doug Weinstein is doing. That man should not touch another criminal case in his.
1.87,
Don't do it.
1.88,
Not even traffic tickets.
1.89, and 1.9.
I don't know. This is a twisted.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't even think. What's
Take a
his
moment
name?
and just read through those.
What's the man out of Georgia? I forgot his name. I don't even know that Tyler Perry could have written
Harvey.
it this twisted. This
Take your
is
time.
just There's a lot of drama. What? Casodas is dead? Hmm. So what's going on? Now
All right.
this is how you refresh a witness's recollection. That stuff that Doug Weinstein is doing, I don't know where the hell he has zero skills. Okay, he should not touch another criminal.
Do you recall those emails?
I do.
And how do you recognize those emails?
They're all printed from, my personal Gmail, account.
Okay. And can you tell us how those emails came to be in the possession of the state in connection with this case? How did those get received?
I went back and looked for them and, printed them and, sent them to you.
Okay. You sent them to our office, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also send some of them to Agent Sands? If you recall.
Remember?
I don't recall. I know he had me do some work on the email that we got about Mr. Casoda's passing away, but let's see where it came from and that kind of stuff. But
Okay. And do those emails have a quote to and from on them?
Were they?
yes,
And can you tell us from whom those emails are received?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I think my glasses are kind of fogging up and
It's okay.
okay, yes, I'm sorry. So they're all to my personal email and it's like a company, Apis, they're from somebody at Apis Limited. And
Okay.
Apis Limited, which we assumed was, security. And
They need
one
bring a tech person.
Proton email
Okay.
security, I guess.
Okay. And did you know what Proton email was?
No.
Okay. And when you
Dang,
received
they
those emails, are
definitely. I don't know. The witness on the stand, wow. He could have. I don't know. How do you just? I don't know. I'm gonna leave her alone.
was a fair and accurate
I'm gonna criticize her.
printout of what you
Yes.
sent? Okay. And
Absolutely.
are they modified in any way other than those red stickers on them?
No, ma'am.
Your Honor, at this time, I would seek to introduce those emails. That would be
Wow.
No objection, Your Honor.
Wow.
At this time, I'd like to publish them, if we can turn that on, thank you.
Wow. I can't believe this. I am in utter disbelief that she bought all of this.
Can you see that on the monitor in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. And in that subject line, it says no subject, is that correct?
I mean, that's
Yes.
like a
And on the
scam
top right,
sign,
does it have an
okay?
email?
Yes, it's my Gmail account.
Okay. And is the body of that email the email that you received?
Yes.
And does it have a date there
What's the substance?
February the 22nd.
I mean, that is hearsay, though.
of 2023?
2023, sorry.
Okay. And that email, was that the one that you just indicated had the apislimited.com? Is that what you were referring to?
Yes, apislimited.com.
Okay. Did you actually know Jones M.J. personally?
No,
Had you ever met that person?
no,
Did you know who that was?
no.
And this email, what was this email in reference to?
They were responding to our request to see Nicholas when we said we wanted to see him, and
Okay.
we didn't care if he was in a coma. We would sit with him and hold his hand and talk to him.
Is
I
after
need to hear
you
from the
had
IT
been informed
person.
he was in the car accident?
Yes.
Give me an IT
Okay.
tech.
Now that, for the record, is
somebody that deals with data.
1.87. I'm now turning to exhibit.
Sounds like they're going to tie that
1.8.
email address to Casodas here.
Does that also reflect your email address on it?
Yes, it does.
And is there a subject line in this email?
Update.
And who was that from?
The security department, Apis Leviton,
And what date was that?
February 26th.
And on that date, what was the notification that you received?
When did he get remarried? Because this is just wow. This is one of those, I don't know who I got married or whatever the show is called. I don't know. What's the show? I don't know who I got married to. Something along those lines. This is just, ugh.
Inform us that Mr. Casodas passed away.
So you got a death notification.
To inform us that Mr. Casodas passed away.
So you got a death notification by email.
Yes.
Isn't that
Did you ever speak to anybody in person about his passing?
No.
Did anybody come to see you and talk to you?
How did she find out Casodas is
anybody
still
call
alive?
No.
Did you talk to his parents?
No, I did not.
Why not?
I'm now turning your attention to 189, where it pointing to the top half of this email.
I'm supposed to
do you
be
have a
going
date
to
on
bed,
that
but we
email?
need to get through this.
April 19, 2022.
And are you one of the recipients of this email under the CC?
Hold on just a second here. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. Did that go to somebody in addition to just you?
Who was the other person?
Yes. It was my husband and I'm sorry. This isn't a real clear.
If I can, Your Honor, may I approach and provide the witness with the written copy?
Or no.
Here you go.
Sorry about that. Yes.
Okay. Did you and your husband reach out to the security, what you believe to be the security team in connection with your housing?
Yes.
What was your
What?
concern?
We
Wait, so did they believe McIntyre existed as well? It kind of sounds like it.
what was going on because no one had told us much of anything. So,
Or
So
they
at
were
this
wondering who was
point,
going to
in
pay the
April
bill?
of 2023, would it be fair to say that you believe that Mr. Casodas and your daughter had already passed?
yes.
And his security team was still paying for your housing at that point. Is that correct?
Why couldn't they pay for their own housing? There's a lot. I'm going to have to rewatch this whole testimony. Why could they not? I thought she had a job. Why could they not pay for their own housing?
Through March, yes.
Okay. Did they ever respond to you and Mr. Mevin?
Oh, so I guess Casodas actually had to die, so he would not be responsible for their living expenses. Casodas, I don't know.
Your husband?
What's the
To
question?
you and Mr. Mevin? Your husband?
What?
Point. Is that correct?
Through March, yes.
Okay. Did they ever respond to you and Mr. Mevin? Your husband? And I'm pointing to the next portion of this exhibit.
Yes, April 20th.
Okay. And would it be fair to say they were attempting to make accommodations for you,
Yes.
Why would they?
even though he was gone?
Who do these people think their son-in-law was? That is really what I need to know. Who? I don't know. Maybe this might be some wealthy people stuff, okay? Because for regular folks like us, I know this is a head
she was
scratcher
gone.
for me.
Yes.
I'm now pointing to the lower portion of the next email, starting at the top of I believe that is 1.90. Is that correct? The exhibit in your hand. It starts with telephone texts from the Georgia Bureau of
I want
Investigation.
to see how Weinstein's going to cross-examine the witness, especially about the whereabouts of her daughter, or at least whatever story his client told her, because that is the key.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Who did you reach out to on May 2nd of 2023?
And I obviously misspoke a little while ago and I said I didn't, but
Okay.
yes, we did. We said, hey, we've been contacted by them. Like we
Oh,
said,
GPI.
we were still under the impression that they were both dead and security was, we didn't know. So yes, we said we've been contacted and.
Okay. And
Alexa,
did
set
you
an
also
alarm
at some
for
point speak
11
to your
p.m.
son, Frank the Fourth, about all of this?
I'm sure I did.
Did she do what?
Um,
What's the question?
And did you also at some point speak to your son, Frank the Fourth, about all of this?
I'm sure I did.
Okay. Did you inquire and
Brooklyn said that, and he married another woman 6 months later, got divorced, and wrote a book. FBI showed up at her office and told her Nicholas is alive. If someone has so much trust in a son-in-law, why should she doubt anything was wrong? I don't trust people like that. I don't trust. This did not make sense though. As soon as I don't know, that's just, they trust folks. I don't trust folks. There's no way you're gonna tell me somebody I'm related to is in a hospital somewhere and we're not running. We're literally running out the door. So that's some different stuff out there.
look up Agent Sands to verify him?
Alexis,
Yes, well, at least, yes, the Statesboro office, yes.
Okay. And ultimately, that's when you saw him in person at your office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. On May 3rd of 2023, did you receive a response from new no names at proton.me?
what?
Yes.
What did they say?
All they really wanted to know was who was the family member that had a communication.
They wanted information from you.
Yes.
They didn't give you any information?
No.
How old is she?
I thank you.
What is that? How you're gonna end? I am puzzled. I'm highly, highly, highly puzzled.
Did Mr.
Oh, she's still going. I was about to say you cannot end it.
Casotis explain to you ever over the phone any communications what had happened after Mindy passed and before he was dead?
Where's her body?
He called us one time in, I want to say late January or early February.
What did he say?
We were just talking about different things. He had told us that he was going to meet his real mother. That
What?
we were told that he was adopted.
Hold on. No. I cannot take these turns and twists anymore. He was what? They should have put his mom on the stand. I mean, it doesn't matter because what?
Different things. He had told us that he was going to meet his real mother. That we were told that he was adopted.
They should have panned the camera on the woman behind the defendant right now because I need to see her reaction.
Stolen or something, and so when we left him in December, he was going to meet his real mother.
Okay. Did you expect to see him after speaking to him that one time?
Yes.
He looks, they're a little late on this, but let's.
Did you expect to see him after speaking to him that one time?
Yes, he said he would like to come to see one of Matthew's games.
Okay. Did that ever happen?
He's as puzzled as I am.
When was the first time that you learned that Mr. Casotis was not dead?
Sheesh.
When Agent Sands visited me in my office.
When who?
Was not dead.
When Agent Sands visited me in my office in Savannah.
Was that surprising to you?
Shocking.
Yes, we were talking about Mr. Casotis, and I said, you probably don't know.
Alexa, stop.
But he died several months ago, and he just kind of gave me a sad look and said, "No, he's not dead."
What the heck?
That's when I learned that he wasn't.
What were
Now,
the
when you
conversations?
sat down and you spoke with Agent Sands, did he ask you to provide him with a DNA sample?
He did, and I agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that's just a Q-tip, basically, that
Yes.
swabs on the inside of your teeth?
Okay,
Yeah.
so she answers my question. I wanted to know the purpose of Agent Sands visiting Mindy's mother, but it was to get the buccal swab. So that makes sense. That checks out.
Sam,
And did you do that voluntarily?
I did.
And you provided that on the day he came to see you?
Yes.
Just so we're clear for the record, do you see Agent Sands here in the courtroom today?
Yes, he's sitting beside of you.
Okay, if the record can reflect, she's pointed to, or she's indicated him.
Who's she? Who's this lady over here?
Prior to Agent Sands coming to see you, had you heard about the unidentified woman in Riceboro, Liberty County?
No,
Did you know that there was somebody out there?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
And at that point, did you even have a reason to think that that might be Mindy?
Right.
If you had
Obviously, she wouldn't.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, I'd like to approach the witness with 1.85.
Wow. I don't know, Mr. Casotis. You have a lot going on.
Do you recognize what's depicted in that?
Yeah, he
photograph?
definitely.
Yes.
If it's true, he continues to enjoy the presumption of innocence until there's a verdict. But it's just wow. I don't know. Wow. This is incredible. It's incredible that they fell for all of this. It's just, I cannot believe it.
Pictures of my daughter and then one picture of her with Mr. Casotis.
Are those all fair pictures of actually her and him? You recognize them?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd seek to introduce 1.85.
I guess
Any
that's
objection?
compared
It's
to
submitted.
the sketch. Wow.
At this time, I'd like to publish, Your Honor.
He's having a hard time. You want to see? You don't have a projector in the courtroom? I just, wow. Mm. Ooh. Okay, come
In
on.
all the time you knew Mr. Casotis, did you ever know him to hunt?
No.
Okay, so that's gonna tie in, or at least the purpose of that is to counter defense position that Casotis grew up in New Hampshire, grew up hunting, so he possibly, not even possibly, they're pretty much arguing that he would have known not to dump a body in the woods during deer season. That's what the defense is going to argue. That is what I'm assuming, okay, based on the opening statement or anticipating. I don't know. This is just, let's see what this cross-examination is like. Wow. There's a
Good
lot.
afternoon, Ms. Mevin.
Now, I mean, I skipped a lot of their direct testimony, but Doug, this woman should be on the stand for cross-examination at least an hour.
My name is Doug Weinstein, and I'm representing Mr. Casotis in this case.
I like his tie.
I'm going to
And that's
endeavor to not
crazy.
keep you up here much
He has to
longer.
send the whole time.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Wait, what's the
I'm going to
question?
endeavor to not keep you up here much longer.
Sir, your job is to not do the prosecution's witnesses any favors. What is this man getting?
You're very welcome.
All right, come on. I don't have all night.
Let's talk a little bit about your daughter, Mindy.
All right.
Okay. So Mindy was quite accomplished, correct?
I believe so, yes,
And a very intelligent young woman.
absolutely.
And you said that your relationship was very close, correct?
Yes,
And Mindy would have no reason to lie to you.
Brooklyn, I thought you said she had a tainted relationship or a strained relationship with a daughter.
not that I'm aware of.
And you said that Mindy was in genuine fear for her life, correct?
Yes,
They were moving all over the place, correct?
from what I was told, yes,
From what you were told by Mindy, correct?
yes.
Okay. And
I don't know. When this happens, though, when your daughter's moving across the country with some person she met on a dating website, I think there's a parental responsibility to tell the daughter this might not be the life you want. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Mindy had told you that she and Nick were in danger, correct?
Yes,
Go to authorities. Isn't
And as you said, you believed Mindy.
I did.
And you said Mindy is not a gullible woman,
No,
or was not, I'm sorry, a gullible woman.
I don't even know that Mindy's mother knows what the word gullible means, because she she was just wow. I don't know. Judgment's a little off.
When Nick and Mindy got the place in Savannah on, I believe, 65th Street, correct?
yes,
They invited you and your husband, Frank the third, to move in with them, correct?
yes.
How many are there?
And may I just ask, why did you move in with them?
Yeah, I want to know that too. Did you not have money?
Well, we loved them for one thing, and we either needed to get our own place, which we were happy doing, or then when they said, they'd have room for us and they'd like us to, we said, okay.
And you say that you
There's
love
no
them.
way I'm living in a house with my in-laws. It's not happening. It is not happening. Nope.
Were you and your husband, Frank, close with Mindy and Nick?
I feel like we were, yes.
Sir, ask the real questions, please.
Regarding the claim that Mindy was pregnant, that was Mindy that had told you that, correct?
First, you said it was Nick.
I'm not sure exactly who told us, but I know Nick talked to us about it also.
Nick also told you, but Mindy as well told you. They both had told you that she
I
was
believe
pregnant.
so, yes.
She was not pregnant.
You say that,
And that's a curious part here. The victim in this case, right? Because I can understand the McIntyre stuff, right? If you're in a relationship with somebody, Pentagon, ooh, this, that, they tell you folks are after them and you guys are constantly moving. Maybe you're seeing emails. I don't know that they'll be coming from Proton Mail, but you're seeing emails, maybe suspicious. I don't know, maybe you're in a relationship with somebody that's paranoid, right? That is pretty obvious. As far as the pregnancy part, how as a woman, how do you get how does somebody else convince you that you're pregnant? did she have to pee in a cup and he was the one responsible for, the pregnancy test? How did that come about? How I just it's a little weird. This is a weird case.
You saw Mr. Casotis doing computer work all the time, correct?
Yes.
I'm surfing the internet.
Where would he, I know they moved in several places and you saw him working in several places. So for these questions, let's focus on 65th Street.
All right.
Where would Mr. Casotis do his work on 65th Street?
He would sit on the couch in the living room just to the right of as you came in the door.
And when you say do his work, this was his work on his computer,
Yes,
correct?
computer work.
And as you said earlier, you never saw the work that he was doing on the screen.
No, I did not.
So you can't testify as to what was going on the screen while Nick was working, correct?
Correct.
You say that you had never met the security team.
Sir, can you get into the real questions, please? Like get into the real questions.
That was protecting Nick and Mindy, correct?
That is correct.
Wait, what?
You had never met the security team that was protecting Nick and Mindy, correct?
That is correct.
But there were certain actions that you would perform at Nick's behest, correct?
Like,
So for example, I think you testified that one day Nick urged you to not go to work.
Yes.
what on earth?
Did he explain to you why you couldn't go to work?
He just said that there was something big going to happen or going to be in the news, and he thought it might be dangerous for me to go to work then.
Did it appear to you that he was concerned about your safety that day?
Oh,
Yeah.
that shit crazy. And she obliged. Wow. What on earth?
When did the 4th that Mindy had passed?
There's a lot of stuff.
I believe it was.
What's happening to the feed? What are they cutting portions out?
You said that you don't believe that Nick Casotis was a hunter. Do you have hunters in your family?
My son Matthew hunts some, but that's it.
What kind of hunting, as far as you know, does Matthew do?
Ma'am, what is
I
your
don't really know. I'd have to guess.
Well, I don't want you to guess at any of my questions, okay? So please don't. I know you testified about a couple of times that you and Mr. Casotis were in contact following your move to Hilton Head when he left.
I believe one time.
when he left? You mean
And
before he
reached out to
died?
you.
Yes.
Did he reach out to you over Signal?
I don't recall.
Is that the normal way he would communicate with you?
Yes.
And when you communicated with him, you would communicate to him via Signal as well?
Yes. Occasionally we did, and we emailed, but it was mainly Signal.
Did you ever attempt to reach out to Mr. Casotis after he had helped y'all move to Hilton Head?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't know if you recall this, but let me ask. Do you recall if Mindy had ever told you that she and Nick were planning on leaving the area?
Did Mindy tell me that?
Did Mindy tell you that?
Ma'am, did she tell you yes, no, maybe? Do you remember?
I don't recall if it was Nick or Mindy. I don't recall.
But one of them had told you that they were planning on leaving the area
Yes.
prior to, I withdraw that. Did Mindy ever tell you that they were planning on changing their names due to security concerns?
Yes, they did. Mhm.
Did she, when you say they, was it, I want to try to be more specific.
What on
Do
earth?
you know which one or both?
I believe it was both, and I think we were all sitting down at dinner one night because they told us
They
they
thought
had
this
chosen
was
the name
normal.
Stark, and we all kind of laughed about it, being in the Avengers. So
Okay. Thank you very much. I have no more questions.
No,
I'm
sir.
very
You,
sorry.
you need listen. Whatever your name is, Doug Weinstein, you need to stand at that podium much longer and ask some real goddamn fucking questions. Okay. Otherwise, you had no fucking business taking this case. Listen, this witness here has testified about the inconsistent stories that your client told them about the daughter's whereabouts. And your goddamn concern is about what he was doing on a computer, whether they had concerns or whether she had communicated, whether the decedent had communicated to the mother about changing their last names. This man should absolutely not take on another fucking criminal case ever again in his life because he does not know what the hell he's doing. I mean, it was evident in the YSL trial, but it's definitely evident here because he's by himself and he does not have what is this? The mask of hiding or taking cover behind the work of other attorneys. This man has zero business in a criminal court, and I absolutely mean it. I am just really, really, really upset with somebody taking on a case that they're not qualified to take on. This man has no business defending Nick. Whether Nick has done whatever the hell it is he's accused of, that's another thing. But he needs a competent defense attorney. It's not Doug Weinstein or whatever his name is. He's just not doing anything. Oh my goodness. Let me move on. I'm not gonna let the sodas give me,
You've referenced
a heart
signal
attack.
several times. Is
Yes,
that a
ma'am.
voice or a text?
text.
So you didn't talk over the phone.
Doug Weinstein has absolutely no business representing this man. None whatsoever.
You just texted back and forth?
Yes.
Okay. So every time that you've referenced the word signal, was that a physical text
A
message?
physical text message.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you spoke with Mr. Casotis, you said the one time after Mindy had passed. Was that a voice message, like talking to him on the phone?
Yes, it was on the
Okay.
phone.
So that was the one time it was on the phone.
Yes.
Okay. Just to be clear, how did they move when they needed to move their things? How did they move their belongings?
They would just pack up and I'm trying to think if they had a vehicle, but yes, I think they had a truck maybe or something like that.
Were there baby items?
Only maybe if like I had given them something or.
Okay. I have nothing further.
No further questions.
Thank you,
What
ma'am.
on earth? These people are they're just, wow. Doug Weinstein should not have taken this
There's
case.
been a request.
Not one bit. Maybe as root work outside that courtroom, maybe as something. Maybe as something. But this is the worst I've ever seen an attorney perform in a criminal case. This is unacceptable. This is ineffective assistance of counsel. I'm going to start a petition. I'm going to start a petition. Benji said, go up. I'm going to start a petition. This man has zero business representing a criminal defendant. Zero whatsoever. He has, no. This is unacceptable. Wow. What on earth? Casoda should have gone with a public defender's office. He should have gone with a real lawyer. That's what he needs. Where are we? Oh. All right, let's see.
All right, everyone, please be seated.
Okay, Mindy's father will be up
If
next.
you would call the next witness, please.
Look like a good marriage.
This time the state calls Frank
Benja's
Nevin
talking
III.
thing. Benji said, go off. That man should not represent another criminal defendant ever again in his life. I'm going to start a petition. That's what I'm going to do. What's his name? I don't know. He can tell his name.
Swear and affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth,
Is
the
this
whole
the
truth, and
last
nothing but the truth, so
for
help you God.
today?
I do. Let's have seats.
Do we get into cross-examination? Oh, we do get into cross-examination. But I want to hear it. Dang, I'm going to stay up a bit longer. I need to get through
Thank you.
this.
Good afternoon.
I
There's
should
a
have started
microphone right in
earlier.
front of you, so if you could try to, as best as you
I should
can,
have started
speak
earlier.
to that microphone.
Okay.
Okay. Can you please tell us your full name and how you spell it for the court reporter?
Frank, Frank, Mebane, Mebane, the third.
Wow, this is crazy. I've not been looking at my news. I know you guys don't care, but Aaliyah Edwards of the Washington Mystics has been traded to the Connecticut Sun. That's actually gonna make a difference. I think.
And Mr. Mebane, if at any time you don't understand a question, please just let me know and I'll try to stop and rephrase it for you, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Mebane, do you work right now?
No, I'm retired.
Okay.
Alexa,
What did you do
remind me
before you
Amazon
retired?
tomorrow at 7 p.m.
A lot of different things.
Okay.
You want to know all of them?
What
What's
was the
his
last
name?
one? And a question. And Mr.
Frank, Frank,
Oh, right.
Mebane,
Frank the third.
Mebane, the third.
And Mr. Mebane, if at any time you don't understand a question, please just let me know and I'll try to stop and rephrase it for you, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Mebane, do you work right now?
No, I'm retired.
Okay. What did you do before you retired?
A lot of different things.
Okay.
You want to know all of them?
What was the last
The
one?
last one. I was a financial advisor
Okay.
for 6 years.
Okay. And before that?
I was a minister for 22 years.
Okay. And as a minister, was that in addition or was that your primary?
I get it. I did not want to say anything, but when the decedent's mother was on the stand, I assumed there were some religious folks. I assumed there were people that wanted to see the best in everybody. I did not want to say it, but that explains a lot.
That was my primary job.
Okay. And in those two professions, you've now stopped doing those. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. As a full-time work is what I mean. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And are you currently married?
Yes, I am.
Who are you married to?
Betsy,
And
I just divorced this
how long
morning.
were you two married? Or have you been married?
I divorced her this morning.
47 and a half years.
Okay.
Wow.
Do you have children?
Yes, we do.
All right,
How
let's
many
skip.
children?
We're gonna.
We have 3.
So at some point there were some overlap.
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall, you said, I believe you moved in with them in approximately 2016, meaning Frank and Megan. Do you
Correct.
recall when
Frank and
Mr.
Megan?
Casotis and your daughter Mindy moved in with them? If you recall.
It had to be
There's no way I'm living with
2022.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And at some point, can you tell us, were you living there with Frank and Megan the whole time that Mr. Casotis and Mindy were there?
No.
Okay. Was there a period of time that you moved out of that location?
Yes, Matthew and I moved to Dublin, Georgia,
Okay. Why did you go up to Dublin, Georgia?
Dublin.
because he was going to be a senior in high school and he played baseball. And with the COVID, they weren't going to play baseball in Hilton Head, but they were going to play in Dublin, Georgia. And
Okay.
so we moved to Dublin so he could play.
Okay. When you say we, who moved up to Dublin?
Matthew and I did.
Okay. And where did Mrs. Betsy stay?
She stayed with Frank the Fourth and Megan at their house.
Frank
in
the
Hilton
Fourth.
Head.
Okay. And do you recall how long you were up in Dublin with Matthew?
Mm-mm. Let's fast forward.
No, because I knew I wasn't supposed to.
Wait, what?
Did he tell you that?
Wait, what?
Oh, if Mr. Casotis
Over and loaded him up from the hotel and moved him into the house.
moved from Hilton Head, you said down to Savannah. Did there ever come a time when you left the hotels and wound up in a more permanent type of place?
Yes, that was at a house on 65th Street.
Okay. And how did you come to be at that location, the house?
Mindy and Nick found it, and I went over and loaded them up from the hotel and moved them into the house.
Did they have a car at the time?
No,
Okay. And you said you loaded them up. Did they have tubs at that time too?
yes,
And
along with Rusty. I'm sorry.
okay, so they didn't leave
Oh,
Rusty
with the
behind,
dog.
right?
No,
Okay. So, do you know if Mr. Casotis was working at that point?
yes, I thought he was.
What
He
did you
was-
think he
He
was
was on
doing?
his computer.
Okay.
Dang,
working,
surfing the
long
internet.
hours.
Okay. Did he tell you what his work involved?
Not exactly, no.
Okay.
We knew he was working on something that was secretive.
Wow.
Did he tell you that?
Both Mindy and Nick did, yes.
Secretive.
Okay. Did you ever see what was on his computer screen when he was working?
No.
Did you look?
No, because I knew I wasn't supposed to.
Okay. When you say you weren't supposed to,
Some
who told
good
you that you
folks.
weren't
I'd be
supposed to?
snooping.
I just knew that it was secretive, and maybe that's my background. I'm not inquisitive.
Okay.
That's the
And
problem.
at that point, that was at the house in Savannah?
Yes.
Okay. Was Mindy working?
No.
Do you know why not?
And that's what I'm saying. Mindy, there, I don't know, there's something there. Like,
No. Health wise, she couldn't work, but also that there was a way for her to work. I mean, she didn't have a computer, and
wait,
she was at the house the whole time, so there really was no way to
no.
work.
Okay. Had you ever heard any information concerning their safety being at risk, that being Mr. Casotis and Mindy?
Oh, yes, all the time.
Tell us about that. What happened?
Well, it was way back before they even moved out of Virginia. We were told that they had people who were after them, and that they had to be very careful what they were doing. and
Why
where
were
they
these
moving,
people after
and
them?
You had to be cognizant of everything.
Why were
that
they
was
after?
around you at the
Why did they
time
have
to make
people after
sure
them?
that nothing was, no one was following us or anything like that.
Was Mindy afraid?
Made
yes.
everybody paranoid.
Did you believe she was afraid?
Yes, very much.
Okay. And when she was at the house in Savannah, did she go out much?
I never saw her outside.
Okay. What about Mr. Casotis? Did he go out?
He would go out at night or go out in the backyard to brush Rusty, but that was about it.
Did he have friends over?
No,
Did you have any company that ever came over to the house?
no.
Now, did you ever hear reference to a security team?
Oh, yes, all the time.
Tell the jury what you heard. What was told to you?
Well, they told us that there was a security team that was caring for them, but they would have to get everything approved by the security team before we could, if we had any questions about what was going on, they would have to ask the security team and come back with their answers.
What?
And then if we were moving, they would have to check with the security team to let us know if it was okay if I came back to the house. So
Hell
it was
no.
all the time.
Would that be
Hell no.
daily?
Oh, yes.
Nah.
Do you know where the money was coming from to pay for everything?
I thought it was the security team.
Okay. So you and your wife were not paying for it?
Just chill.
Just like I said, when they first moved out of the house in Hilton Head, my wife paid for hotel for a while, and we would buy groceries and things like that. That was about it.
Okay. And at that point, was your wife still working during the day?
Oh, yes.
Do you know where she was working?
Hunter McLean Law Firm.
Okay. And do you know what she did for them?
I think they call him an administrative assistant now.
Okay. And in that capacity, would she go to work Monday through Friday?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Do you know what time she would leave in the morning for work?
I would take her to work about 8:30,
Okay. And then what time would she get home?
5:30.
How'd she get home?
I picked her up.
So you drive her to
You
and
take
from work
the
every day?
bus.
Okay. Were you working yourself at that point?
No, not
Brooklyn said that if you are told that your son-in-law was working for the Secret Service and it's a danger for them, you'd believe it. I don't know. Listen, I don't know, Brooklyn. Maybe. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes.
And we were there.
Okay.
Wow.
Was anyone else
Alexa,
home
stop.
during the day with you?
Alexa, please stop.
Meaning anybody who lived there?
Mindy and Nick were always there with Rusty.
Okay.
Okay. Now, did there come a time when there was a mention of Microsoft?
Yes, that was way back when he supposed.
Yeah, Microsoft Secret Service, the Pentagon, the Secret Service and the Pentagon might mix. But Microsoft, I don't know about that one.
We were told that he left the Navy, they were working on something for Microsoft. And that's why they needed a security team to protect them.
What?
So, Mr. Casotis needed
Microsoft security team, who are you? who are you? Nah.
security team because he was working for Microsoft on something secret?
Nah.
Correct.
Okay. And at that point, that started, you said, back in Virginia?
Correct.
Okay, so this happened.
Here's the thing. Doug Weinstein did not even challenge the testimony that his client was supposed to be deceased. He left that unchallenged. So the client is the defendant is deceased, and then he resurrects somehow. That man should not touch another criminal case again in his life. He should not. Don't do it again. He just what? Let's move.
Back in, do you know what year that was approximately? If you know.
I don't recall exactly when that was.
Okay. But it was while they were still in Virginia.
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever see any work product from Microsoft from him?
No.
Did he ever show you any paperwork from Microsoft?
What kind of computer was he using?
No.
Did he ever show you any computer software?
No.
So
Wow.
during the day while Mr. Casotis worked from the house, what did you do?
Well, after I took my wife to work, I was told I'd come back, take a shower, and then when I would leave for lunch, sometimes to go to lunch with her, other times to go just to lunch, but I couldn't come back until 3:00 or a little after, and I'd have to call and check and make sure that
No way.
security was okay for me to come back.
No
Who
way.
told you that you weren't allowed to be in the house?
Mindy and Nick.
So they told you had to leave the house?
Correct.
How often did you have to leave
I
the
don't know.
house?
Something's up. As a couple, they're just a lot of things are way, way, way off. A lot of things are off.
Every day.
From when to when?
Usually right before lunch until after 3:00 or so.
Okay.
And you'd be weird.
And how did you know that it was okay to come home?
I would send a message on the Signal app and ask if it was okay if I could come home.
And who would you send that message to?
To Nick.
I saw you just nod.
I suppose the advantage of the Signal conversations is that those cannot be traced back to anybody, so those were not preserved in any way. But this is utter insanity.
Do you see him here today?
Yes, right over there.
If the record can reflect, he's pointed to the defendant. Had you ever used Signal app before?
No.
How did you learn of Signal app?
I believe it was Mindy who showed me how to even download it and how to use it.
Okay. And on Signal app, just so we're clear, is that a texting or a voice communication?
Texting.
Text. Okay. And so you would send the messages to Mr. Casotis by way of that phone app?
Correct.
And would he then indicate whether or not it was okay for you to return to the residence?
Yes.
That's just crazy. That's like prison.
How long after they were married?
These people should have gone on and just found a home of their own, because this is utter craziness.
Did they start moving around? Do you know? Approximately.
couldn't tell you exactly, but it wasn't very long.
Okay. But it was after they were married.
Yes.
Okay. Did you believe them when they told you that they were in danger?
Of course.
Oh, yes.
Did there come a time when you started to doubt that?
I always had questions. That's kind of like what I was saying before about the security team. And I would ask questions and, like what's going on with different things. And then they would come back and say, security team said, we can't answer that.
That's just crazy. What? And you just, that's why you need your own place. Okay. That's just, and wow. That's just incredible to me.
Did there come a time when you ultimately left the Savannah residence?
Yes.
And where did you wind up staying at that point?
Betsy and I moved to a condo in Hilton Head.
Okay.
There we go.
And I'm jumping ahead for just a moment.
That's crazy.
Was there any specific way that you had to get into that unit, that facility for the condos? How did you get into the building complex?
They had a security gate that you had to get approval, like a pass to get in.
Okay. And when you ultimately moved to that residence, did you have to provide that pass to somebody?
Yes, there was a security guard when you drove in.
Okay. Did you ever have any visitors at that location?
Matthew came and visited us.
Did he have to get a parking pass also?
Yes.
What was the name that the residence was reserved under for the parking pass?
Nicholas Casotas.
Okay.
So at that point, did that give you suspicions?
Yes.
Why?
We had suspicions, but we were told that, we would get all the answers.
Oh, so there's
at
no
some point.
security team.
Okay. So let's go back. You're at the house in Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
Did Mr. Casotas and your daughter ever talk to you about a change of name?
Yes.
What did she tell you specifically?
She told us that his name was going to be changed to Nicholas Stark.
Okay.
Did she tell you why?
For security reasons.
I mean, at least he sticks with
Okay.
a first name.
And that name, Nicholas Stark, did he start using it?
Yes, he even got like a bag, like a briefcase like thing that had Stark on it.
That's just
Okay.
wow.
Did you ever receive any mail that said the name Nicholas Stark?
I never saw any.
Okay. What about Amazon packages? Did you ever receive any of those at the house?
Yes, they got plenty of packages.
Okay. And was there anything of note that was received in those packages to you? Anything that drew your attention?
Well, they got some clothes for like Mindy that she really hadn't had any clothes in quite a long time.
Okay.
Like I said, the briefcase, other things, I don't remember exactly.
Okay. But you saw some things with the name Stark on them?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever meet anyone from the security team?
No.
Mm.
Did you ever meet any of his coworkers, Mr. Casotas?
Once he left the Navy, no.
Did you ever meet any of his employers once he left the Navy?
No.
Hmm.
What about his father? Had you ever met his father?
I met him at the wedding.
Okay. And did there come a time when there was an incident while you were in Savannah concerning his father?
Yes.
Happened. The father
Most
died.
weekends, Betsy and I would go off for the weekend, a lot of times to watch Matthew play baseball or whatever, and we would try to give them time away from us. So we would go off and come back on a Sunday afternoon. And one Sunday we came back and they told us that his father and his uncle had come to the house and were knocking on the door.
Okay.
And they were really upset.
Yeah, what's strange about
Did
that?
he indicate to you what had happened as a result of that incident? Did Mindy tell you?
Yes, she told me that he was crawling on the floor to the back of the house, so they couldn't see in the windows and couldn't see.
Okay. Do you know if the police were contacted?
I heard later that a police report was filed.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you move after that?
No,
Did Mindy move?
no.
Did Mr. Casotis move?
No,
Did they beef up security with people out front?
Oh, that's funny.
no.
Up security.
Were cameras installed?
Yes, there was a camera installed that was in the kitchen that would
Mm.
shoot down the driveway.
Who put that camera in?
Nick did.
Brooklyn, I wanted to
See
bring that up, but I'm like, no, that case, let's let that case go. I don't know that it was a Leslie though. I thought it was Alan Jackson, because he's the signal guy. Brooklyn says, "So do you have any doubt that he's innocent?" I cannot comment on that. Come on now, Brooklyn. Okay, so Brooklyn says that Tony Stark, Nicholas Stark, was based on the Iron Man movie. I don't watch movies, so I don't know. I watch true crime. That's why I'm here.
Footage off that camera?
No,
Wait, what happened?
Do you ever see any footage off that camera?
no.
Do you know where Mindy was? Did she tell you where she was when this incident happened with Mr. Casotis' father and uncle?
She was in their bedroom, I believe.
Was she afraid?
Yes.
She was in the bedroom.
Now, once Mr. Casotis advised you that, or rather, withdrawn, once your daughter advised you that this incident had happened, were measures taken to protect your wife from going to and from work?
No,
Did anything change at all?
no.
Now, when you were at the house, how many bedrooms were there?
2 bedrooms,
Okay.
How
What type
much
of a house
longer
is
do you
this?
have?
One story or a 2-story?
1 story.
I need to
Okay.
go to sleep.
Are there steps to get into the house?
Yes,
Are there railings to walk
Let's
up
quickly
to
get
get
into
into the house, up the steps?
if we can.
If you recall.
I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't,
Just a little bit.
Casotis in this case.
Okay.
This is just
Mr. Mebane, you said your last position after being a minister was being a financial advisor.
correct.
What does a financial advisor do? Or what did you do as a financial advisor? Let me put it that way.
I had clients who I advised them about investments,
So investments in what?
stocks, bonds, mainly.
And how did you have the knowledge base to be able to give that advice?
My undergraduate degree is in finance, and I had always, wherever I worked at churches or whatever, I did the financial part of the church. And I was recruited by Edward Jones Investments, and they trained strenuous training to how to pass the different tests that you have to pass to get different licenses to be a financial advisor.
So how many tests did you have to pass?
Why is this relevant?
4?
And you said those tests were strenuous?
Yes.
So it seems like it's fairly complex work, correct?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. And you'd have to be pretty smart, pretty knowledgeable in order to do that work, correct?
Correct.
When Nick and Mindy are having all of these security issues and Mindy is telling you about
Security
the
issues.
security issues, you believe Mindy, correct?
Yes.
And you believe Nick.
I mean, it's obvious.
And you said that Mindy was afraid, isn't that right?
Yes.
Mindy also is a pretty bright woman.
Very bright.
Very bright. Why do you say very bright?
Well,
I
she,
think.
to get her master's degree, she
Sorry,
had to have
the judge. I don't know. I'm gonna leave Mindy alone, but
high GPA, and she was always in honors classes in high school and college and all that.
And so she was a very bright woman, but she was also afraid.
Correct.
And she told you about this security team, correct?
Yes.
Now, you You said they a
Prosecutor,
lot when
you better
referring to
be
stuff, so I
bringing
may
in
try to get that clarified
data
so that
guy.
we can understand whether it was Mindy that told you things or Nick that told you things.
Okay.
You were told by them that you had to be out of the house from before lunch until about 3 o'clock.
That's
Was
just
that
crazy.
Mindy that told you that?
I would say both of them told me that.
Okay. So while you were living
What?
together,
Okay, so I don't get it. What was so unsafe about? Obviously, the mother was working. As far as the father's concerned, why is it that he had to be out of the residence, but somehow it was safe for Nick and Mindy to remain in the residence? That does not make sense to me.
is it fair to say every weekday from
Yes.
noon to 3, roughly, you were out of the house?
What?
Yes.
So if people came in and out of the house during that noon to 3 time frame, you wouldn't know about it, correct?
No.
So doctors could have visited noon to 3, you wouldn't know about that.
No.
If members of the security team came by from noon to 3, you wouldn't
Doug Weinstein, come on now. Like, be for real.
know
What?
about that either.
No.
I mean, he is trying.
And you say Mindy is the one that told you about the Signal app, is that correct?
Yes.
And you would use that to communicate with Mindy and
Do
with
I
Nick,
have
right?
Signal?
Yes, for a while, yes.
Signal.
But text only. You never used
I
the
did Signal.
voice feature of Signal, correct?
No. Not that I remember, no.
Okay. Mindy told you that they were changing their name to Start for security reasons, correct?
Yes.
Did she say what the security reasons were?
Not that I recall, no.
What did you believe it to be?
Wow.
I just thought it went along with everything else that we had been told for years, that they were in danger and that was going to protect them.
Jumping ahead a little bit to when you got back from the hospital on December 1st from your hip replacement.
This man doesn't know how to
I
cross-examine.
believe that you testified that Nick took care of you that afternoon.
Yes, he helped me get up, go to the bathroom, things like that.
You don't have to get into graphic detail, but I understand what you're saying.
Brookie
And
doesn't want this
Nick
man to
remained with you until Betsy.
I can get that. I completely, yeah, I can see that. I can see that because,
Correct?
Correct.
yeah,
And then at that
judgment's
point,
off.
Nick left the house.
Correct.
Now, you say you never saw any paperwork relating to Mindy's death, correct?
Correct.
Did you ask to
Doug, do you have paperwork relating to Mindy's death? All right.
see any paperwork of Nick about the time of Mindy's death?
No.
You also were asked about a lawsuit, about Nick engaging in a lawsuit against the hospital. You had known Nick in 2022 for how long?
6 years?
Had you known him to be a litigious person? Had he been going around filing a bunch of lawsuits? As far as you know.
I mean, he's a lawyer.
Did he
so
file any
what is he
lawsuits
doing?
prior to Mindy's death, as far as you know?
That's a very stupid question, an incredibly stupid question, because for most people that end up filing lawsuits, it's because something happened to them. Okay, they don't just people don't just go. I mean, some people do, but the average person does not go around filing lawsuits for the heck of it. Listen, Doug Weinstein. People need to know what their strengths and what their weaknesses are. This is not a trial lawyer. Absolutely not. Not a trial lawyer, not a case he should have taken on.
Did you ask Nick, why aren't you suing that hospital?
No.
Stop repositioning those glasses. Those words have not moved. The words, your questions have not
Were
moved.
you on
They
the
just
phone
don't
when
exist.
Frank IV was told about the death of Mindy?
No.
That was your wife that had made that call to Frank the Fourth?
Frank the Fourth. Sounds like a night.
Yes.
Okay. What was Frank the Fourth's occupation?
He's a policeman.
He's a policeman.
Yes.
Is he still a policeman as far
Yes,
as you
he
know?
is.
Where is he a policeman?
In Burnett Town, South Carolina.
South
And
Carolina.
how long has he been a policeman for?
Excuse me.
Over 20 years.
At one point, was Frank the Fourth a policeman with, and I'm going to mangle this name, the Yemassee Police Department?
That's correct.
Am I saying that correctly?
That's right. Yes.
And where is the Yemassee Police Department?
Yemassee is kind of right off of I-95 in between Savannah and Florence.
And was the chief of police at the Yemassee Police Department, was that Gregory Alexander?
Yes.
Who came to fame through the Murdaugh case?
Yes.
And he had worked for Chief Gregory Alexander, correct?
Correct.
He'd been fired from that position in 2007?
Objection, Your Honor. This has no bearing on the case at hand.
The state is making a lot out of the fact that my client has prosecutorial and legal experience. So does Frank the Fourth. He's very
He's not
familiar
on
with
the
law
witness
enforcement as well.
It's irrelevant. The court's going to sustain the objection.
I have no further questions. Thank you very much.
That is not how you end. That's not how you cap off a cross-examination. If we go back to that case that will forever haunt us from it's not really Boston. From Canton, right? Few co-counsels, if you remember correctly, there was an instance, I just cannot remember which witness was on the stand, but Alan Jackson was, I guess, floundering on cross-examination to the point where he even realized that he could not end up on that note. He begged Canoni for another opportunity to ask one more question, and he asked a good question to, cap off everything. This is not... This man should not take on another criminal case again. Because even the questions about Frank the Fourth, him working in Georgia and then having to move to South Carolina, it sounds like he was fired or whatever. He should have foreseen that information was not going to be allowed in. Okay. And if he wants it in, he should have figured out an exception to get that information in. This man has zero business representing Casotis right now. None whatsoever. I don't know. I really should be in bed, but 7 more minutes. I just want to get more information we didn't get in.
Now, when you moved from Hilton Head,
I think
you said down to Savannah.
Okay, that we...
Approximately.
What's the question?
For you to return to the residence?
Yes.
I think we did that. Wait, what?
Whether or not it was okay for you to return to the residence?
Yes.
How long after they were married?
Okay,
And they told us that his father and his uncle had come to the
Oh,
house
right.
and were
When did you come back? What day?
the Sunday afternoon.
Okay. And when you came back on the Sunday afternoon, did you see Mindy?
No.
Where did you think she was?
Exactly. So it turns out the father was also asked about, Mindy's whereabouts. And not once does Doug Weinstein challenge that testimony. That man should not touch another criminal case again. I'm really going to start a petition. He should not be allowed near another criminal case again.
Nick told us that she was in the hospital. They were trying to regulate her blood pressure.
And did you ever speak with her?
No.
Did you ever see her at the hospital?
No.
Did
Why
he tell you
didn't you
which
know?
hospital?
No. We just assumed that she was at the military hospital right there in Savannah
Why did you assume that?
because he was retired Navy.
Okay. And at that point,
I
did you?
hope I hope this couple, I hope they don't trust another person in their life again, because this is just wow. Alexa, stop. Alexa, set a timer for 5
You
minutes.
know whether or not they were expecting a child?
Yes, they told us she was expecting.
Okay. And did you have any belief as to whether or
Who's
not
this lady?
it was a boy or a girl?
She's not
I
buying this.
recall it, them telling us it was going to be a girl.
Okay. And did you know when she was supposed to be due? If you knew.
I believe it was January 8th.
Okay. So would it be fair to say that the last time you saw her was at the time period right before you left for Thanksgiving, correct?
Correct.
Okay. At that point, did she appear to be pregnant to you?
She could have been, yes.
Okay. Without sounding unkind, had she put on some weight? What makes you think that she could have been pregnant?
Right.
Well, I've seen a lot of people who have been pregnant that didn't look pregnant. And
Okay.
so I mean, she wasn't really skinny to start off with, so it was believable.
Okay. So when she told you that, you simply believed her?
Yes.
Okay. And
Were these people on drugs?
when you came back to the house, you said Mr. Casotis,
Or just
from the surgery,
OD?
you said Mr. Casotis helped you into the residence. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Did he stay with you until your wife came home?
Yes.
And at some point, did he leave the residence during that time period?
Yes. Once she came home, he left to go
Okay.
see, he told us to go see Mindy.
Okay. And at that point, what was your expectation about Mindy? Was she coming home or staying at the hospital? What was it you believed was going to be going on?
I thought when she got better, she was coming back to the
Her
house.
testimony is
Okay.
unchallenged.
And
That is the big issue here, because before these two witnesses took the stand, I said, I've been saying all week, I want to know what they're going to testify to as far as their daughter's whereabouts. When this man says he's going to the hospital to go check up on his wife, and he shows up without her, and you guys don't see your daughter again, what are the responses, right? What happens? What are the circumstances surrounding that? And that testimony is unchecked. That testimony has not been challenged by the defense attorney, and the testimony stands. That's the issue. Oh my goodness, what on earth?
at that point, did Mr. Casotis leave the residence?
Yes.
And where did you believe he was going?
To the hospital.
And at that point, what, if anything, happened after he left for the hospital?
Well, he came back home and he told us that she had died
That's crazy.
Okay.
at the hospital.
That's
Okay.
just crazy.
Were you surprised?
Yes.
Okay. And at that point, did he tell you what happened?
Well, that's a little fuzzy for me, but I do remember that it had said something to do with her blood pressure, and somebody had left the room, and when they came back, she had died.
That's just crazy.
How
do you explain from a defense perspective? I'm trying to help. What's his name? I almost said Jack somebody. What's his name? Doug Weinstein. So your client is telling his in-laws that his wife died at the hospital, and her body is later found strewn about in rural Georgia. I just don't understand why I do understand why his cross-examination is ineffective, is because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But
earlier that Mr. Casotis was an attorney, correct?
Correct.
Did he discuss with you his concerns about her death at the hospital?
No, he told us he was going to go back and find out what had happened.
So when he first came home on the 1st, he didn't know what happened?
All he knew was that she had died, and he was very upset.
But he had no answers about what happened at that point.
No,
Did he have any paperwork at all concerning her death?
It's crazy
No.
to me.
Did he ever provide you with any paperwork concerning her death?
no,
Did he ever explain to you what actions, if any, he was taking against the hospital, given
Alexis,
what he had
stop.
described to you?
no, he didn't.
That's just crazy. That is, wow. No.
Did Mr.
I see why
Casotis
the
ever
this man-
indicate to you which place that you could go and see your daughter after she
Right.
passed?
No, that was never discussed.
Okay.
Funeral home, you mean?
Were you concerned where her body was?
Death certificate.
I've given that a lot of thought. Being a minister, I know once someone dies,
Are they
I know
good?
they've gone to be with the Lord,
Oh my.
and I really didn't need to see her body. I wish I could have said goodbye, but after she was dead, it didn't. That wasn't her. So it was no reason for me to really clamor to go see her body.
Okay. Did you discuss with Mr. Casotis the possibility of funeral services?
There was some discussion about a memorial service later on.
Hmm.
Of course, it had to do with the security.
Security.
So you weren't allowed to have a service initially because of security?
That's the way I understood it, yes.
Okay.
I
Did
just,
you ever have a service?
No,
I don't get it.
Did Mr. Casotis ever give you a doctor's name that was attending to her?
Yeah, my understanding is that the son went to go work for Alex Murdaugh. That's my understanding, which is, what's his name, Frank the Fourth?
During her pregnancy?
no,
What's the
Ever
question?
give you a doctor's name that was attending to her during her pregnancy?
no.
What did you
Did
want?
you ever have doctors come to the house to attend to her?
He's writing some questions down, or I suppose he's the one giving his attorney questions.
No.
I just,
Did you ever see her again after you left for Thanksgiving?
No.
wow.
Did you ever exchange emails with people that you believed were connected to the security team?
Yes.
How did you get that email address?
If I remember correctly, I think they sent emails to me and then I sent them back.
So you replied basically?
Correct.
I mean,
Okay.
these folks don't.
So you weren't the one that
appear to
initiated
old.
it?
No, I had no idea who to send it to until I got something.
Did you use regular email to send those?
Yes.
What email did you use?
My email address.
Is that like a Yahoo or a
Yahoo,
Google? Or
yes.
which is it? Yahoo?
Yes.
Okay. So you used your regular Yahoo to communicate with the security detail.
Correct.
Do you remember if Mr. Casotis ever got a car?
Yes. At some point in time when we were at the house on 65th Street, he got a green Ford Explorer.
Okay. And do you know how he paid for it?
No.
Did you ever see a death certificate for your daughter?
No.
Medical records of any sort?
No.
After Mindy passed away, can you tell the jury what happened in the days right after she passed?
Well, a few days after, we had to leave the house on 65th Street, and we had to move to the condo that we went to in Hilton Head. We lived there for 3 months.
So from approximately December to March?
Yes.
Okay. How were arrangements made for you to stay at that location?
Nick made arrangements for us.
Okay. Did Mr. Casotis stay with you?
No, he moved us, he helped move us over there because I had just had the hip replacement. And we said goodbye and he went back supposedly to the house on 65th Street.
Okay. Do you know if he actually went back to the house?
No.
Did you expect to speak with him again after he left?
Oh, yes.
Did you expect to see him again?
Yes.
Did you ever see him again?
No.
Did you speak to him?
Yes.
How many times?
We emailed or texted through Signal a lot, but we talked to him one time on the phone.
This is just crazy.
So the only time you heard his voice was that one time on the actual phone?
Correct.
Okay. And when you got to the condo complex, what was it your understanding that Mr. Casotis was going to be doing at that point in terms of living arrangements?
Well, he told us that he was going to go actually to meet his real mother.
That's just crazy.
When he left us, and then that he would be closing up or finalizing some things and he would be back down to Hilton Head.
Okay.
Wow.
In all the time that you knew Mr. Casotis, did you ever know him to hunt?
No,
Did he own knives?
not that I knew of, no.
Did he do some chores around the house?
Yes.
And specifically, what chores do you remember him doing?
The house at 65th Street, there was problems with the washing machine that he tried to fix.
Sounds like he didn't get that
Toilet
done.
was backed up. We had terrible mosquitoes when we first moved in, and he did something with the mosquitoes.
When was the mosquitoes? You said when you first moved in?
Well, right around when we first moved in, yes. We had mosquitoes were coming in from somewhere.
And you moved in when? Do you recall?
June? I'm assuming, yeah, I think it was June of 22.
That was long before November, right?
Correct, yes.
Prior to speaking to law enforcement, what did you think happened to Mr. Casotis?
We were told that he had an accident, that he was in the hospital. We didn't know where, and that he was on life support.
That's crazy.
And we tried to go see him.
So you tried to go see Casotis, but when your daughter was in a local hospital, you couldn't go? That's just crazy talk to
We
me.
got another email a day or two later that said he had died.
Dang.
And that notification was received by email?
Yes.
Did anybody come to see you?
No.
That's crazy.
Did you ever speak with his family concerning his death?
No.
And I just want to make sure I
Well, go
understand,
sleep.
his security
I need
team
to
reached
go.
out to you and your wife after he was dead.
Correct.
Did you ask to see his body?
No.
That's just crazy to me.
Did they make arrangements for a funeral service for you to attend?
No.
I can have just one moment.
That is just crazy.
I have nothing further on.
That's completely insane. After this testimony, Weinstein is out there floundering, asking nonsense questions. All right, folks, this is, the end of the live stream. I'm going to call it a night. It's way past my bedtime. I still have to iron and do a whole bunch of stuff. We'll reconvene on Monday. I won't be up here tomorrow, but I'll try and watch this in the background while I work tomorrow. It's just, wow. It's just, this case has way too many turns and twists. I was not prepared for all this information. I did not check Reddit. I've not seen folks talking about this case on Reddit. It's just, it's a twister. It's a real twister. And it's obvious that Weinstein should not be representing this defendant. All right, folks, let me call it a night. We'll reconvene on Monday. Probably 8:30. I'll schedule the live on Sunday so that you guys will know when we're gonna go live. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe out there, and let's do this again on Monday. All right. Good night, you guys.